Hello, black man. This guided journal is being made available to build character, confidence, and define the inner person.
It has been deemed clear that our culture and our past has hindered black men from being open and vulnerable. Hello, black man.
Hello, black man. Hey, what's going on? Hello, black man. Hey, this is Jamie Jenkins, and tonight we're just going to bring on some phenomenal educators. I know when people saw the post, there's literally one topic going on the entire internet right now, and this is not that. This is not that topic. I just wanted to shine some light going into, I guess it's Christmas year, New Year, on some educators, so some people that are doing some phenomenal things in our community, and they just deserve some spotlight. They deserve to, I guess, be a part of what we're talking about on a daily basis. And so, part of our platform that we built here at Hello Black Man is educators. Hello Black Educator, and this is kind of like it's an autobiography, the ability just to write some things down as you go through, as you teach, as you mentor, as you are being mentored, to be able to track your progress, what you're going through, and how you're able to pass it along to the next educator or friends and family. And so right now, Dr. LaQuanta Nelson is ready. Looks like she's taking notes now very studiously. I'm going to add her to the broadcast. What's up, Doc?
Hello, hello. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How you doing this evening?
Listen, all is well over here.
Listen, you have been busy. You have been super. Yeah. Tell me about some of the things. Well, I guess first of all, tell the people who you are, how you connected with education, what level and things that is going on. They see the DR period right there in front of your name,
Yes.
so we know you've got some like old folks say, you got some schooling behind you. Yes. And let's tell them a little bit about what you're doing now.
So I am LaQuanta Murray Nelson, a native of Crystal Springs, hometown. Always excited to rep Crystal Springs, Copiah County, and to rep Mississippi. But grew up there, had the ability to go on to Tougaloo College, another love of mine, and then, matriculated on. But anyway, I started teaching there in Copiah County, Crystal Springs Middle School, started my career as an educator there, and just had such an amazing time being able to pour back into the community there. From there, I'm 20 years in the game now. It feels like it was yesterday, but 20 years in, still doing the work. I envision education a little differently, which is why, at this point, the Boss Educator exists, right?
Okay.
So part of kind of what you're talking about tonight, which is why I say, yeah, this is good stuff. I think a lot of times we think about education and we think my baby in kindergarten or my middle schooler in seventh grader, but the real education needs to keep going with the old folks like me and you, because what's happening is there is a lack of knowledge being passed on to them, a lack of respect for education. And so it's showing itself in all ways possible in schools. And so a little bit about me, I love people. I love learning, and I feel like it's my purpose in life to shed love and light through the lens of education. So
gotcha. So what's the purpose of the Boss Educator? What do you do? What do you offer, and how can people contact you?
So I offer a little bit of everything through the lens of education. So I do a lot of coaching. So even like today, I was in the Delta with a high school there, working with the leadership team, looking at what are their results, what can they do right now to make the experience a more positive one for their students, and that'll bleed into for their community. I've been just blessed to be able to lean into the speaking world, and so I do a lot of keynoting. All across the United States at this point. So that's been an eye-opening and rewarding experience for me. And I am now leaning into corporate, right? Because so much of what I do speaks to HR. It speaks to how are you empowering the team that's in front of you, and that transcends itself not only just in education but in the business world as well.
True.
So we're doing some training and coaching in banks, and and trying to get in some places like where you are, right, to help build leadership capacity.
Yep. It's a never ending journey.
Yeah.
And like I said, I can tell you're passionate about leadership, passionate about education, because it's one of those things where when people ask me, anything leadership, I had to say, wait, hold on, wait a minute. How much time you got? Like, I'm finna talk your ear off. I'm finna tell you what you are doing, what I'm not doing, what's is better to do. So tonight, just for the sake of what we're doing, I want to ask you three questions. You're going to give me three random numbers, and I'm going to ask you a question from the Hello Black Educator Journal.
Gotcha.
I'm Kalisha. Nobody is introduced.
Hey, Kalisha.
I know you.
Hey, girl, hey. He asked me to be in the show, and then he ain't said nothing. This is my co-host.
Scoot over and let you in.
He ain't even trying to scoot over and let me in the camera and nothing. But
No,
it's all good. It's all good.
You're too far
I'm
away.
here for moral support.
You're too far
I'm
away.
gonna sit over there and let you.
You're normally closer already.
Gotta have a little razzle dazzle. It's nice to meet you. I'm excited to hear your answers. Let's go.
All right.
What you got? Number between 1 and 52. Any number.
So my 9-year-old turns 10 tomorrow. So let's do 9.
Number 9.
Yes.
All right. Number 9. Hello, Black Educator. Describe the greatest challenge facing students today.
Oh my goodness. Listen, social media, and this isn't just for students. This is for human beings, period.
Mm-hmm.
It transcends culture, it transcends race, it transcends SES, all of that, right? Social media has all of us believing that reality is there and not where I'm sitting right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So because of social media, we all want to get rich quick. We want fame quick. We want to live lifestyles that we can live, but you got to get there. Like it's levels to this. And I think, social media puts pressure on students to respond. A lot of times in ways
say something back. They gotta say this. They can't just leave it out there.
All right. Social media puts pressure on parents to respond. I'm coming in from I grew up in poverty, right? So getting out of that poverty mindset, even with social media, I'm glad that we didn't have it back in the day. I'm glad that we didn't have it.
Oh, yes.
Listen, folks,
I would probably be scarred for life.
Listen, mamas and daddies broke, can't keep the lights on, but social media telling you got to buy some new J's. And we buying new J's instead, or instead of going to buy some books, right? So you go spend $200 on books and on J's and don't have 2 books in the house.
The pressure on some of these kids to keep up is a lot different than what we had. It's a lot more pressure. To me, it is.
Absolutely. I will also say that with social media, with COVID, we have this compressed and compounded trauma. Mm-hmm. That we've not dealt with, right? And social media is just adding on to that because, again, kids that immediate, they don't get a break. Back in the day, if somebody was talking about you at school, at least at 2:50 when you got off the bus, like you didn't have to.
You back at your little house, your neighborhood. You're not connected to them.
That's right.
You don't. They might miss school tomorrow. Yeah, you could get a break from them. It's the weekend. You don't got to see them till Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Now they can go home with you. Yeah,
24/7. So I think social media could be a beautiful thing, but we've let it be a monster.
Yeah.
What are some positive ways you think that not only you as an educator, but children, like how do we teach them to use it for more of a positive outlet than bullying and negativity? What can we do not only as educators, you, and parents, us, to make it a more positive outlet?
So I think it starts with the concept of self first, right? So, too many times we are letting other people feed into our children's ear. Like we aren't building them up. We aren't like saying, hello, black man, hello, black child, you are amazing. And so they're looking for all this validation from other places versus
Mhm.
the home itself. So I think teaching our children young how to affirm themselves and in the
Mhm.
household. Like we have to be really cognizant of the words that we're using in our homes. And I'm guilty, right? I'm an educator, but there have been days that I check myself like, wait a minute, I was just fussing at Tyler Jacob before he got out the car to go in the schoolhouse. Let me check that, right? Because throughout the day, kids they hear voices. We do.
Mhm.
We hear voices. So
Mhm.
what are the voices that you're listening to? There's a concept. I'm a John Gordon fan and trainer. One of the things that he speaks to, is about listening to yourself versus talking to yourself. And there are times where you need to talk to yourself to listen to yourself, right?
Mhm.
So I think that also, are you tracking your child? Like we're giving them phones and we just let them go free reign with it, right?
Mhm.
Even for my child, like, okay, he doesn't have social media yet. He has a phone. He can only spend X amount of time on it throughout the week for a day on the weekend. So checking in, I think, is also very important. There are so many benefits to social media. Again, we can learn so much. Think about all the things we can do today that we couldn't do 2 years ago just from TikToks, even. Right? So there are so many beautiful things, but again, we need to manage it. And it's that whole concept, and I can say this in this space. Oh, be careful, little eyes, what you see.
Yeah.
Oh, be
Mhm.
careful, little ears, what you hear, because you can't unhear it. You can't not see it after you've seen it. So just being mindful of that and teaching our children young that they have to protect their heads and their hearts.
Yeah.
Mhm. 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 I'm very much so a tough love parent. Like I don't have that gentle parenting in me. I try really hard, but it's like, nope. You can't get it cussing because I can ask you 3 times and now I got to cuss. So it's like when you on that side of the spectrum and you're trying to gentle parent and you're trying, like you said, not to give them that voice because every morning, I'm like, get up, sweet babies, let's go to school. Like, and now I didn't sweet baby you 8 times now, right? Now you got to get your, now I got to be that person. So, like, what are your recommendations to people or parents? Because as a parent, you're on both sides of the spectrum. How do you maintain a sense of gentle parenting without going back to your ancestryhood
Mhm.
and giving them what you have learned?
What you get?
I'm okay to say this, and I mean it. It's a real ugly, tough world waiting on my little black child, on my son.
Praise him.
I do not, while I am very intentional with the way that I speak to him, I'm tough. We cannot let up on that. We just
Cannot.
have to be intentional with it, right? We have to be intentional. Something that I speak to parents and to teachers, we talk too much. We talk too much. Like I know my child loves his little, Nintendo game thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, as early as he is, like I'm not gonna tell you too many times what to do. I'm gonna start taking, right?
How
And
many times? How many, on your point of view? How many times is too many times? Let's just go there.
I'm just saying, after 2 times, I'm
That's it.
tired of talking.
Strike 3 is over.
Strike 3, y'all. Action.
But I'm gonna tell you what we do, and this happens in schools, and teachers are like, I said all the time, you're talking so much, and I'm a mama, so I get it, because I would love to say, I don't want to have to give you a spanking. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to. So it's human nature for me to just say, baby, come on, please. Baby, come on, please. Baby, come on, please. But they stop hearing us. They not, after the third, they've not heard it. Like you a joke. And that sounds extreme to say, but we gotta be realistic about our parenting and about, putting that mirror up, like, what am I doing in this situation to enable my spoiled brat? And I got a spoiled one. I'm working to balance it. But he's spoiled, and it's hard not to, right? If we're real about it. But like we do too much talking. And then we expect our kids to walk out of our households and go into the school
Be a different person.
and be a different person. But we're training them. We're training them.
Do you only have the one?
Yes.
Okay. And he's about to be 9, you say?
10.
Yeah.
He's
Going
9.
on 90. He really somebody's granddaddy.
Oh, we got a granddaddy too. That's 8 going on 9.
Yeah, he's really somebody's granddaddy. But I've been fortunate. I got thousands of babies. Like there's nowhere that I go now that it's not a Dr. Nelson. Do you remember me? when I say a name and they light up just because I remember their name and I can speak to them and they know like this is somebody in the world that believes in me, that has my best interest at heart, that I can go to get a positive encouragement, real word. Because sometimes we're not real with people, but they know, I'm gonna be real, but I'm gonna also encourage you as well. So I got a whole bunch of babies everywhere.
Understood. Our 80-year-old just told me he was in his dad's wedding Friday, and he said, I was the most important person in the wedding. He was a ring bearer. He was like, me, I was the one, that was running the show. It was all about me. And I was like, you was more important than the bride? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, were the rings in your box? He was like, no, because they said I would lose them. And I'm like, who taught you air quotations, first of all?
Like Tyler every day. And I mean, if you would listen to your child, they will amaze you.
If you will.
To them, you also start hearing where you get that from.
Yes, exactly. I'm trying to be more of a listener. I have a problem with like if I ask you to do something, I don't want to listen to you. I just want it to get done.
Yeah.
Right?
No rebuttal.
Talk to me after you get done. Come in here and tell me why you feel like you shouldn't have done it. But right now, I just need you to do what I told you to do. Because
I
if
think
you
that's fair.
don't,
It's my approach.
I'm like, ah.
We're teaching time and place for everything because that's the other thing. Is you just say what you want when you know, because you're gonna go to wherever, be it Walmart, be it Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
There are rules and regulations.
Right.
Process to you saying what you want to say. So
girl mom issues. I don't know if there are any boy moms out there that have the same problem, but my daughter gives me pure hell. But I'm gonna go ahead and let him continue the show because girl, we'll talk all night about all kinds of stuff. Okay, next question. I'm gonna back up.
No. Listen, come on with it. What's your next? Give me your next number.
let's go 25.
25. Why 25?
December 25th. Come on, birthday Jesus.
Okay.
The good Lord and Savior of him.
Okay, here you go. Hello, Black Educator. Describe your professional mentor. Who's your professional mentor?
So I have a few, and that's something people don't like to talk about. We think that we've arrived at a certain time, and we don't need a coach. We don't need a mentor. But we need that all the time. I constantly need someone to push me to think outside of my norm, right? So Principal Kofele is someone who I thoroughly appreciate, who speaks in challenges, and I just appreciate him so very much. You got your local folks to bring up home. You got people all around that if you would just open up your mind and listen to. I am of the belief that we can listen and learn from every single person, every experience that we lean into, if you would just be so intentional to learn the message, right? And to listen to the message. Research shows us that we are a combination of the top 5 people that we listen to and spend our time with, right? Who has your ear? Who's in your top 5? That's the real deal. Who's the top 5? Talking team. Because at the end of the day, you are a combination of that. And so even for our kids, getting them to think like, who are you listening to? Who are the top 5 people that you are letting feed your heart, your mind, your soul? Because at the end of the day, we are all these melting pots of people and experiences. And so research shows us top 5. Who's in your top 5?
Wow, that's good information.
It is.
Tell me, brief intermission, where did you go to school? Where did you get all of your degrees from?
So Tougaloo College. I graduated from Crystal Springs High School, of course. I then went to Tougaloo College. I got my master's and my specialist from Mississippi College. And then I got my doctorate from the University of Southern Mississippi.
Okay, cool beans.
The USM. What is it? USM.
No Jackson State, that's all that matters.
Jackson State, though, Tougaloo grads. We all, much love.
Did you play any sports? Were you a cheerleader? Did you do anything like that?
I've been in the music world my whole life, right? So I was in band, and then of course student government, that type of stuff.
What did you play in band?
Clarinet.
So did I. Okay.
I played the piano as well, but yeah, in band I was a clarinet player.
I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the piano.
You.
Oh wait, and when the Saints go marching in, those are the only 2 songs I ever learned.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I can play none of that.
What's your next number?
You got me. Last number.
20.
20.
Yes.
Number 20. All right. It says, "Hello, Black Educator. How would each of these individuals describe you? First, your peers. Second, administrators. Third, the students."
Gotcha. I think that my peers would describe me as a positive encourager,
Mhm.
someone who is always looking for the best in others and being able to highlight that, like, showcase what people are amazing at, and to put the mirror up to let them know, because we beat up on ourselves really so much in education.
Mm,
This is a tough
mm,
job. It's a thankless job. It's a payless job. Like, it's all of those things, right? And as I was saying earlier, we listen to the negative feedback, and sometimes we buy into that ourselves. And so it's important that we feed into each other the positive and encourage each other. So I'm very much so, even though I wasn't a cheerleader back in the day, that is exactly what I am now. So I'm intentional in cheering my peers on, and I think that they see me that way. Um, and so, because I have been an administrator, that's kind of along the same lines, but now in the coaching world of coaching other administrators and other leaders, I'm the challenger. All right.
mm,
I'm coming in to challenge you. What practices do you currently have that are working? What's not working for kids? What
mm.
do students need in your world that they are not getting? We say a lot of times, and there are challenges. There are lack of resources, there is lack of support, there are lack of dot dot dot. But if we're gonna sit in these seats where there is a way, a wheel, we have to find a way,
Right.
And so I'm always challenging people to think outside of the box for the purpose of, listen, education is going to make or break our world now and tomorrow. And we're the people that are in the seats to make it happen.
Yeah.
So I'm the challenger now. Students, I'm mama. I became a mama to many before I birthed my own child. Because they know that I'm the nurturer, but I'm the challenger with them as well. So I think even
Mm.
this morning, going through the McDonald line, that's you, Dr. Nelson. Yes. And so I had to take a moment to let that baby know I saw them and I was proud of them because they told me they were going back to school, and so I'm Mama Nelson to a lot of
That's
kids.
what's up. That's what's up. Dr. Nelson, we thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
We have posted your link on the page, the Boss Educator. Thanks for popping in, letting us know. Thanks for answering some questions out of the Hello Black Educator. And if you would, any more information you want to drop to the fans and family, go ahead and do so in the comments below. But we thank you for your time.
Absolutely. I have a good one.
All right. Thank you much.
Did you want to drop some information? Yes or
Oh,
no? Did you have
yes.
something you wanted to ask? You wanted to share with the world?
So, yes, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was going to click on and watch the next person. Listen, let me say this. If I say nothing else, and if y'all hear nothing else,
Okay.
education truly, is our way that we're going to fix our communities. Where there is no vision, the people perish, folks. That's about education. And a lot of times, what's the man that sings the song? What you don't know won't hurt me. What's the blues man? What's his name?
Let's just say Tyrone Davis.
No.
But anyway,
no, you know the song, I Don't Want to Know.
I don't want to know. Yeah, him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There is
I
this
don't think that's the same song she's talking about.
You're not.
I don't think so. But we'll go with it.
What I don't know won't hurt me.
No, that ain't.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway,
I don't really want to know.
No.
That particular line in there, and we always said, "What you don't know won't hurt you." Can I tell you, in 2022,
no won't hurt me.
That ain't what he was talking about.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
That's the song.
Let Dr. Nelson continue.
But listen, in 2022, let me tell you, what you don't know will kill you. When we're talking about education, that's the end in line, folks. So we got to get educated, and we got to become advocates for ourselves, for our children.
Win.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and we gotta get back to that village mentality, because what you said about being a mom, like, so many of us are so ready to go to war with our educators because they're telling us the truth. Like, these people not out here
It hurts.
telling you that your child is a trimp, and
It
they
hurts.
not. They
It
are.
hurts. It hurts.
Like, I am an avid supporter of my kids' teachers. Like, I ain't showing up to all of the teacher conferences and stuff, but if you call me, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get back into.
To all of the mamas and parents out there, send a thank you to an educator. Like send a text, send an email, honk your horn in the morning. Like they would greatly appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate the service that you give out because I'm telling you, it ain't easy out here. All y'all co-pilot counting talking about this a song. That ain't a song.
That is a song.
It's not the one she referring to.
Hurt me.
Dr. Nelson, when you think about the song that you're thinking about, come back in.
Post it in the comments. When you find a song, post it in the comments.
Y'all have a good one.
Come back. Let us know if you're available to come back.
I will. Y'all have a good one.
All right now. Dre, where you at?
Man, I'm right here, baby.
What's happening with your big?
I'm right here, baby. I had to get the sweat off my forehead, man. Oh man, trying to get a little work in, a little side hustle. That's all, man.
That's I'm
I'm out here working for Luther's. Clean up these buildings, man.
That's what's up. Hey, can't stop, won't stop.
And I feel like the last the lady that called up there with the Puff Daddy and Genuine. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if I don't know, it don't hurt me. What I don't know ain't gonna hurt me.
Trey Williams, that's the song, baby. Man, hey, listen, you gone? Okay.
I'm here.
I'm gonna ask you 3 education. First of all, tell the people how you're affiliated with education. Where you went to school at, rep your college and all that, you know what I'm saying? Let the people know who you are. We got a black male educator right here. So let them know who you are and where you at.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put the phone down so everyone will see my face right quick. But I'm DeAndre Powell. I'm from Pike County, Mississippi. Graduated from South Pike High. Graduated from Southwest Mississippi Community College, attended Nicholls State, then transferred up to Delta State and graduated from up there. Right now, I'm currently I started off as a substitute teacher. Now, like in 2004, after I graduated from Delta State in fall 2003. And I started off as a substitute, and I wound up getting employed by Macomb School District on the kindergarten level as a mentor. I took the alternative route to become a certified teacher, and I moved up and I became the PE teacher in kindergarten early childhood. So that's a kindergarten. So right now, I'm currently the PE teacher there, and this spring I made 6 full years of being employed, just as an educator full time.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And like I said,
and I'm the only male. I'm the only male. No, I'm the only guy on campus. Like I'm the only guy they see every day that's not the bus driver or custodian, or I'm the only guy that's employed. On campus.
Dre, listen, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy.
I'm the only guy they see.
I was literally about to tell you about this post that goes on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, one of them, and it says it talks about when did you see your first black male teacher, or how many black male teachers have you even had in school, right? And it's so crazy that you start telling how selective you are, how selected you are to even be there. Man, hold on, say it again now. You're the only black male teacher
on campus, on that campus.
That's literally unreal. It's 2022, and I would literally say that's unreal.
No, it's unreal. No, the only other male they're gonna see is possibly they bus driver.
Yeah.
In the morning and afternoon, and then like the maintenance and custodians throughout the day. But past that, they can go the whole day with just seeing me.
That's wild. That's impressive. It's impressive now that you're there and you understand the magnitude that you're there, right? Like you understand, like, hey, every impact counts, every conversation counts, every word counts. Like, it's a lot to bear also now, Wow.
Bruh, it is like everything. They want to come to me. We need this. We need that. Discipline. We can't. It ain't no hope of punishment. But
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you gonna go see Mr. Powell, and you could tell, like,
It's a big deal.
they don't. And a lot of them, like, there ain't no structure at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a big deal. So it's like, no, no, no. And you could tell, like, at the age 5, 6 years old,
Right.
if you don't get a hold of that child, you don't
it's
see what
worse
it
by the
is.
day.
You don't
It's
see
about a minute.
when they get to junior high, which is where, right. And the kids at every school level, at every school, once they get to the 7th and the 8th grade, they turn up. They trying to, trying to figure themselves out. But it's gonna be even worse. And even, I was talking to you was out there in New York with my principal, Alicia Welch.
Okay. Oh yeah.
She had a bunch of sisters that was like, yeah. So she's my principal now.
Good deal.
And I was just telling, like, we trying to come up with different ways and different things to do. But you got that many women in the school system. There's a lot of women in leaders of position of leadership in Macomb School District. So where they go outside of just being an educator, then they say, like, like with the woman that was ahead of me, they turn it to mom. So it's like, well, Dre, what about we could do this? Or what about we could do that? And it's like, no, we need to stand firm on this and just let it play out.
Yeah. The discipline factor is just, I think it's something that I don't know. I don't think the discipline format evolved. I know we've gotten away from corporal punishment, and like I said, that's a whole nother probably topic, but there has to be some form of structure, and they have to know that once they hit the bus, say, hey, certain things I can and cannot do at this schoolhouse. Certain things will be tolerated. Certain things are a no-go for sure.
And you get so many parents that's like, a generation after us who are parents. And so it's like, you could tell that they were bad kids in school.
Yeah.
So they keep in trouble. That's like, what it's only they did that.
Got it.
We're being late for school. So it's like,
excuses for everything.
you get so many days to be late and it turns to an absence.
Right.
Right. So it's like, but it was only 5 minutes late. They was only 5 minutes late 6 days in a row. That's darn near half a school day.
It is.
So when it comes down to punishing, then they want to talk crazy.
No accountability. That's what it kind of boils down to.
No accountability.
Yep, this is what I said. Hey, check this out.
Things like on our level, you have parents who don't shake their towels. Yeah.
Wow.
Here I go.
Check me out. Hey, give me a random number between 1 and 52.
35.
35. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. I said I was gonna get out here at 8:45. I ain't want to hold nobody up today. 35. Here you go right now. Hello, Black Educator. Discuss ways you can reach back and mentor those seeking to be educators. So for people that's coming up and they're looking to go into the education system, what are some things that you could do to help them out?
First thing to do is give them a detailed plan on how they can be a full-time educator.
Okay.
Give them a plan and say, if you do this, this, and this is the plan to help you get your degree.
Okay.
To be a full-time educator.
Is this something that was done for you?
Let them find ways. Yes. It was.
Good deal.
but it was. And so what I'm saying is, the first question is they need to tell the person without them asking. They go to detail and say, okay, this is what's going to happen, and this is how we're going to help you pay for it also.
Got it. The full breakdown, actions, and the financial responsibility portion.
Yes.
That's it. I like it.
Yes.
Give me one more number.
17.
17.
Definitely why 17.
Why 17? Why the number 17?
Charlie Ward. I was a fan of Charlie Ward when he was at Florida State.
All right. Oh, it's gonna be a tough one here, Dre. Gonna be a tough one here. Hello, Black Educator.
Give it to me.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore of teachers that taught you? Who's your Mount Rushmore? Who's your top 4 teachers that taught you?
Oh man.
I know it's a tough one right here. This is a tough question right here.
I think I'm gonna go with my kindergarten, my preschool teacher, Miss Pat. I got I'm gonna go with Mr. Dillon. He was my math teacher in high school. Black male. I'm gonna go with Mr. Jennings. He was my math teacher. He was black man. He always hit me with I'm from Missouri, the show me state. I got mine, you got to get yours. And I'm gonna go with Miss Williams, my 3rd grade teacher. She used to be married to one of the Williams brothers. She was a real nice lady. And she wasn't by no BS, but she was a real nice lady. And that's it.
I like it. I like it. That's a tough question, man. Because when you think about, especially you've been to, from high school, middle school, different colleges. That's a tough question. But to have those at the top of to be able to call those names out, it lets you know how big of an impact those people had at some point in your life, right?
Oh yeah, man. And it was it just showed you, you could like you didn't know what they was doing either. Like you didn't know their business.
Yep.
Yep. They came to work. They did. You didn't see them that kind of way. They should dress it in a way. Hit them in any kind of way.
You know what? You know what's crazy?
And
that you say
that's what we're missing.
It's crazy you say
I'm here,
that. Going through high school, I literally can't remember seeing any of my high school teachers anywhere but school or a football game. Nowhere. No Walmart, no grocery store, like nothing.
You see him now?
You're right.
I have seen him out in the back. But that's mind blowing. Like I literally can't remember ever seeing a teacher in Walmart or nothing. Like
nothing like that. I was talking to one of my homeboys the other day, and we played PB football together for a minute. And he was just talking about how, when we was kids, we didn't know what our coaches was doing. We wasn't all up in their face. They wasn't all talking loud and crazy about what they did, about to do, or finna do.
Nope.
It wasn't none of that.
Nope. Strictly business. Literally strictly business.
And that's the biggest thing, man. I try to tell people, man, with your kids, like you can't. As an educator, I was talking to this guy asked a question. He was a first-time father, and I told him, I said, your children aren't as smart as you think they are, and they're not as dumb as you think they are. So whatever it is you do, you need to be as specific and detailed as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because they're gonna find a way to mess up. They're gonna find a way to mess up what you told them to do.
Listen.
And if
That
you try to talk over their head, they're gonna figure it out.
yeah, they that smart and they are not that smart at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, that's some true words, that man.
So,
Man, hey, listen, Dre, I appreciate you jumping on, Noop. I appreciate you giving us a buzz, giving us some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Thank you so much for
yeah, I
your
appreciate the
time.
opportunity, man.
No doubt, man. We'll touch base. Appreciate it, fire.
Yo.
All right, yo. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Hello, Black Educator. 52 questions about the education realm. So it works for substitute teachers, teachers in general, faculty, staff, it all. For those that are in the education system and whatever, however you're there, principal to teacher, I commend you. I really do. What you do, I think, is a gift. Some people are just talented, right? Some people have a talent, but to literally be able to do this as a career, as what you're doing for every single day, I think it is phenomenal. I think for you to have the fortitude to go in this classroom, teach my kids on a daily basis, they're coming back to you every day. They're coming back with the attitudes and whatnot. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. So I appreciate what you do and who you are. Give a shout out. Who you Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore right now, real quick.
Thomas Adams Jr.
He on your Mount Rushmore.
He on my Mount Rushmore. He's been all over the world.
Thomas Adams. He's been a few places now.
Thomas Adams Jr. on my Mount Rushmore of teachers.
Who your other three teachers?
So let me talk about my real Mount Rushmore, like people who have actually educated me as a person. Definitely Keisha Campbell. You know her. Somehow y'all got connected and reached out to each other.
And that was your teacher. Also, the lady the editor lady.
Yes. Well, she does a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
She does now she does
I know that. That's kind of how I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, she does financials for nonprofits and stuff like that. Yeah, she gets grants and stuff like that.
Campbell. Keisha Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
So you call her by her first name?
Should I say Miss Campbell?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking.
She was such an impactful person in my life. Like even to this day, like she helped us to edit this Educator book.
She did.
Like that's how much she has stuck around to be in my life, to be a part of who I am. So Keisha Campbell, Miss Campbell, to those who don't know her.
I thought it was two people.
She was married to my Spanish teacher who passed away recently.
Wait a minute. So is Keisha Campbell and Miss Campbell two different people?
No, that's the same person.
Okay,
Miss Campbell, Keisha Campbell, Miss Keisha Campbell. Her husband's name was Mr. Vince.
Oh, now you're trying to put some gravy on it. Okay.
Ooh,
okay.
So
Come on, Miss Campbell. Miss Keisha Campbell.
Miss Divine was just y'all have to know Miss Divine. Miss Geraldine Coleman, God rest her soul, she was cool. She was
come on, we good.
Jamie
we good.
Don't be plugging his computer.
Bruh, this ain't nobody even know that.
I'm trying to think because I had somebody like Miss Mary Hamberlin. I've told you a story about her. She was one who whooped me because I wouldn't let somebody cheat out my paper. So now I let everybody cheat out my paper. But I love her. She was the best. She was my kindergarten teacher.
Oh man, he was crazy. This is in here. This is in here.
There's two of them right.
Boom.
So, who's your Mount Rushmore teacher?
Listen, it's impossible because I'm gonna tell you why it's impossible for me. Because I was every teacher's.
Everyone. I'm just kidding.
I was every teacher's favorite student. See, you know what I mean? every teacher that has ever taught me, I'm their favorite all-time student. So it's so hard for me. I wouldn't be able to eliminate anyone.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
All the teachers that have ever taught me, from elementary school to high school to college, I'm like the student that they knew. You know what I'm saying?
Keep my tails favorite.
They knew the favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think back.
The teacher's pick.
Yeah, teacher's pet, whatever you want to call it, teacher's favorite, teacher's pet. They were like, you know, I'm gonna ask Jamie to do it. They would say. They say, Jamie, could you write on the board? Jamie, could you help move the desk around? Like, Jamie, we're going on a field trip. You can go with us. You know?
I didn't have that privilege. But while we're here, I want to shout out Briarwood Art Center. It is a new venue that is owned by our friends Jessica and Stephen Tree. Giving him her name.
Don't do that. Don't give him her name.
You don't want to take my name?
No, dog. No. Somebody asked me who you was today.
I don't know what that
Somebody at work was like, guess what? They went to Mendenhall. Young lady, she works front hand.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, I saw you at the game.
She saw you at the game?
Yes. So I walked right in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, yeah, we didn't win the game. I like, who? I was like, who was you there to see? She's like, I'm from Mendenhall. I like, oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, who were you there with? I said, I was there with Nan. She's like, oh, Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
I like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, what is your wife's name? I was like,
you didn't know it.
I didn't.
Oh.
I was like, Holmes. I like her lady's name, Holmes. And she was like, Holmes.
But my last name was Hobbs. You didn't want to say that.
Well, I told her I was there to see Hobbs.
Yeah, that didn't add up for her.
It added up for her.
Okay.
Yeah. It added up pretty quick for her.
Okay.
And she was just like, yeah, I know all the Hobbs. I know Jeffrey and so-and-so, so-and-so.
Who was she there to see? Just Mendenhall?
Just Mendenhall.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, great. Nah, I don't know her name. So I had to figure it out tomorrow. Out Wednesday. They don't help you today. Miss Dale, definitely. Look at keep it here crazy. Mr. Dale didn't play. Hey, listen, we had some don't play teachers in Hazelhurst. We had some teachers, when you hit a hallway, you knew it was like they strategically place certain teachers to keep peace and order. Like Mr. Dale, Miss Dale. Miss Dale didn't play either. That's a teacher. Educator. Mr. Top had that front wing sewed up. You already know that. You had Mr. Nelson covering the four-way stop. Davenport on the end down there. Like,
y'all had corporal punishment.
Oh yeah. We had enough.
In high school?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Listen, so we had 3 people that was doing the whooping when I was in school. Mr. Dawson didn't do a lot of whooping, but Mr. Dawson was our final principal. He didn't do a lot of whooping. But I came through 3. Miss Eubanks, you know I'm Miss Eubanks' favorite.
That's not what she said.
She said something like that.
She said,
Hey, you don't have to be so specific. You don't have to be so specific. Okay, I'm Miss Eubanks' favorite student. That's what she meant to say. Okay. That's what she meant to say.
Got it.
So Miss Manor will pop you too. Miss Manor would. But the last 3 corporal punishment leaders in Hazelhurst, you had Mr. Abram, Miss Aiden put that on you. He put that. You know
Keila, do you want to know what that lady said? Because I'll tell you.
That is not what Keila is. She's trying to figure out
That's
who's doing the whooping.
I thought she was.
No, she just want to know
what
who's doing the whooping. Who was doing the whooping? So Mr. Abram, you know, he put the cloth, he put the what's called on you, and then you had Mr. Parrish with the glove. Miss Perry put a glove on.
What kind of glove?
Like a leather glove. Like a leather glove to hold it.
Sounds very SVU like.
To hold the paddle. Hey, Paris didn't play. Hey, Paris brings some smoke out them jeans. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you had a great childhood.
I'll go back to Miss Eubanks. Miss Eubanks
said Jamie Jenkins.
That's not how she said Jamie Jenkins.
That's exactly how she said.
That is not how she said Jamie Jenkins. Miss Eubanks will make you hold a rubber band. Miss Eubanks had one arm. Mm-hmm. She will make you hold a rubber band, and she will tell you, you better not let that rubber band go. She'll tell you to hold a rubber band, and she tell you, you better not let that rubber band go. And she'll pull that rubber band back. And she punch about 2 or 3 times, get back to this seat. She would never tell me that, but these other students.
I think you were the one.
These other people here probably got a lot of whooping. Touch that desk. They were Paris do. Paris said, don't turn around. He tell you, don't look back here. He said, I got this coat back here. Man, Paris knocked the dust out your blue jeans, out your jeans in the office. But then you had Big Boston, the Boston Express, what they call it. Mr. Boston. Listen, I'm going to tell this story. And we're going to get off the live. I was in Beckley's class up front. Like you go through the main front right there to your right. So I was in Beckley class. And Beckley had stepped out, of course. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we going with to get some lunch or whatever, you know.
Somebody take names.
No. Beckley was pretty stern himself. I don't hear anybody taking names. He just told us, you know, hey, y'all chill out. I'll be back in a minute. And so, like, literally, I'm in there. I got a bad spot. Because you can look through the window and see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the windows had the little classroom windows. And it was people over there, you know, acting crazy and stuff like that. But when Boston looked through the window, he could see me. And for some reason, he opened the door. And everybody, I don't know, we were beating on the desk, rapping, doing something. And he's just like, Jamie Jenkins, get out of here now. I'm like it's everybody in here, you know, having fun. We was just having fun. So I go outside, and Boston brings me straight outside to him, eye to eye, and slides me over. So he looking in the class. He got that paddle right up beside my head, like this hand. Would you get back in that classroom? This how he opened the door. No. When he get back in that classroom, act like you got some sense. Don't be in this classroom acting no fool, boy. I'm like, yes, sir. I'm sweating the whole time. I'm like, man, Boston punished me. I'm sweating right now. They think about it. Listen. And he says, get back in that classroom right now. And so I walk up to him to turn and go back into the classroom, right? So as I'm going to the classroom, I hear this. What that sound like?
I don't know.
I hear this. That's the sound of a paddle hitting the wall. So Boston, as I'm walking in, Boston hits the paddle off the wall. He catches the paddle and pops me as I'm walking in. Boom! And so everybody in the classroom is like, oh, it's so funny to everybody. It's so funny. Everybody thought it was so funny. Boston paddled me one time. Ooh.
What you do?
I went sit down. I went sit down somewhere. No, you can't cry. I was probably 16.
You can't cry?
No, you cannot do that. No.
I cry all the time.
No.
Thanks, Damian, Gary. Good job. Good luck to you guys. We appreciate and value everything that you have going on down there, and we will continue to support you throughout your time.
No doubt.
So, but we definitely appreciate that love. For
No doubt.
Baby.
Guys, we're out. Hello, back educators. You got an educator in your.
What Damian doing? You want to come on and talk about Hayter's football or Hayter's education system? You want to come on and talk about any of that?
He's skinning. He's skinning and grinning right now.
Minhal versus Hayter, we went. Y'all is not coming where it won't make me no difference. Listen, we out. We don't care what Minhal got going on from here on out.
Through with it.
Hopefully they have a good season. We love them. We thankful for all that they have.
Love them from afar.
And so here's a story. Okay, we got 10 people here. All right.
Man, that kills me.
Nope. If you don't know me, you better know that's my motto, FTK. So I want to give everybody out there who don't know us, who don't know anything about us, just kind of a little tidbit about our family, right? So we are a blended family. 3 kids that way, 3 kids this way. And my oldest...
You really got more than 3. You really got more than 3. Because we keep a little girl. We keep a lot of other children.
We are telling all the kids.
Well, I thought you were just talking about how many children.
I have kids. My ex-husband has kids that I keep. If my baby daddy has kids, my baby daddy got a son who wants to come and say, listen. That's because I'm a good person. If you were a good person, you would have the same.
What are we saying integrity
on this Facebook now? I have integrity.
What are we talking about on this Facebook?
And my ex-husbands, they trust me. And my baby mama trusts me.
So what are we saying on Facebook?
I was trying to tell a real cute story, but you over here.
I was just
you
saying.
Been drinking?
No,
because you act like you. My baby daddy's baby mamas love us, and they be dropping their kids off over here. Like, hey,
where did this girl come
from? We are good people. So anyway,
we have fun.
What was I finna tell? The story I should tell. So what I want to talk about, seriously though, is just.
Oh my God!
Being co-parents and just being able to be there and accept things for what they are. Mm-hmm. So my son decided at 8th, 9th grade that he wanted to stay with his dad because he felt like that the program there was more suited to him. He felt like they gave him more attention than the schools that were up here that he was going to school with because he went to Terry High School. He went to Northwest Rankin.
You hate them.
he's never said he hated them. Now we got one that say that they hate a school, but we're not gonna get into that. But he didn't hate anybody, you know. He just knew that he had a lot of work to do, and he felt like it was better suited for him to be with his dad. And so it takes a lot of strength, a lot of courage as mothers to allow your children to be with their dads. Not every mother wants that, and not every mother feels like it's the best thing to do. But I want to say to anybody out there who is struggling with having kids and being co-parents and knowing what to do, I think boys are better with their dads, you know, and I have supported my son 100% in everything that he has wanted to do. I ain't never forced him to go to practice. I ain't never fought him about it. He has decided on his own what he chose. And Sunday, not just Sunday, but even when we played Columbia, the passion that he put behind what he does gave me so much strength and courage to stand behind him and be there for him. So definitely be there for you. I'm sweating. Don't listen. I'm sweating.
Don't think you ain't.
Ooh, the chair wet. So mothers, fathers, be there. Support your baby mamas. Support your baby daddies. Like at the end of the day, it's about the kids. And I know sometimes there are situations that don't allow you to do that. But if you can be there for your kids 100%, whole soul, do that. do that because my son knows like I missed maybe 2 games in 10 years, and it was, but you know,
we were late one time. We was late one
go
game.
to Atlanta one time and I didn't get to come.
That was different.
That was, but
Okay.
anyways, be there for your kids. Love and support them. Love and support their teammates. Donate. Get money.
Not donut. Donate.
Donate to those booster clubs. Be parts of them. Be presidents. Be secretaries. Be treasurers. Y'all get out there and support these kids because they love and they need us. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for everything we have experienced this season. Everything that we have experienced this season. And we moving on.
People see me there about Minhow.
You been Minhow more. You been anywhere.
What you think we gonna do?
Oh.
I know exactly what they're saying.
And then what you be saying?
Man, we good. We straight. We got them.
This it. That was our last go round. We headed on something else. We don't know what.
Look at that. They ain't so dumb.
This what y'all was telling everybody. Y'all, we still friends. So fuck. Don't you ever disrespect me like that, okay? This is my BFF.
I think they so dumb, man.
Man, I feel like you're trying to call me a side chick. If you want to say that, just say that. And then I'll fight, okay?
Oh my God.
Don't think I do what I do. All right.
God.
I'm not from Crystal Spring, Copiah County, but I'm from Jefferson. Okay, Fayette. Don't you get it twisted.
I got to tag Cornelius.
Don't you get it twisted. I'm from Fayette, and I go toe to toe with anybody who want to go toe to toe. Let's go. We all down 28, ain't we?
Yeah.
Fayette, Hazelhurst, Mendenhall. And this is a really crazy story. We're gonna go. Somebody told me I've been crushing on Jamie since high school.
And you ain't know it.
You 20 years older than
Oh,
me.
wait a minute. Hey, don't do that. Get off
You
Facebook.
my teacher.
Yeah, shit up.
I'm
Hey,
just
now
playing.
people. Now listen, people would.
I'm just playing.
People were.
He
They
was my substitute.
people don't know how to separate you playing and what might be real.
Playing. Golly, we the same age in somewhere. It's 5 o'clock right now somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta be crying.
All right, for real though. Love y'all. You guys be good. Thank y'all for coming in and supporting. We'll see y'all.
We out. Hello, black man. Why you telling me that?
It's you 4 years old.